You hear a consultant rheumatologist talking to a patient called Suzzaine Hinds. For questions 1 to 12, complete the notes with a word or short phrase. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Afternoon, Mrs. Hinds. Now, you've been referred to me by your GP.
That's right.
OK, so I've got some notes here with his referral letter, but it'd be helpful if you could tell me in your own words about the problems you've been having.
Well, I've been having various symptoms recently. Apart from generally feeling tired, I've started noticing how chapped my lips were. I'm always using lip salve. Then, on top of that, I began getting quite a few mouth ulcers, and they're really sore. Oh, and something else. I've always gone regularly to the dentist and, well, I used to have the odd filling, but now she keeps finding dental cavities, so I'm always having them done.
I see. And does your mouth feel dry?
Yes. I'm always sipping water to try and help, but it doesn't really, and my tongue started hurting. I noticed in the mirror it looks, well, cracked is the way I'd try to describe it. My whole mouth feels different.
And you've had some eye problems too, I gather.
Yeah, they feel dry too. But then some mornings when I wake up, my eyelids themselves feel, well, sticky. The skin area around my eyes itchy too, and I end up rubbing it. I mean, it's particularly bad when I'm somewhere with air conditioning, like at work.
And have any over-the-counter treatments helped?
Well, I don't fancy putting ointment round my eye, but I do use eye drops, which help, though the effect soon does wear off. I wonder if the drops are causing other problems, like I keep on getting conjunctivitis, and people mention how tired I look. It's so embarrassing.
And what about your vision? Is that affected?
Well, I must say strong sunlight really does bother me now. I use sunglasses a lot more than I did, and, well, yeah, thinking about it, things do look, well, cloudy occasionally, and that worries me a bit, actually.
Yeah, it must do. Is there anything else you've noticed? What about your throat?
Well, it's not really sore as such, but from time to time it feels what I call rough. And when I eat, I've always got to have a drink to hand. It can be hard getting stuff down otherwise, to be honest. I've never used to have any problems swallowing food, but I do tend to panic now if I haven't got something to drink while I eat. I don't know if I'm imagining it too, but I could swear my throat's a bit swollen. It's hard to remember how it was before.
And is this affecting your job? Is it making things harder at work?
Tell me about it. My voice is often strained anyhow, as, well, I'm a tour guide, so talking most of the day. But everything's making that worse, and I often struggle to be heard. And, well, lunchtimes are always rushed anyhow, but now it's taking me longer to eat, and I've got less time than ever. I do wonder if all my years as a smoker are returning to haunt me. I mean, though I smoked about 10 a day for about 15 years, it's a good 12 years since I gave up.
Well, that can only be doing you good. And what about your family? Do you know of anyone having similar symptoms to yours?
No, not that I know of. My dad always smoked, and he didn't have any lung problems as I recall. My gran and aunt suffered from rheumatoid arthritis, though. Well, I do remember that. I don't think I've got that, though. My symptoms are completely different.
Well, no, but we do need to check possible links. For example, an autoimmune problem. We'll start by checking your saliva production with what's called a saliva flow rate test.
OK, that sounds straightforward.
Yes, it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm also going to recommend a biopsy of your lip, the lower one.
Oh, that sounds odd. What for exactly?
Well, it'll let us see the salivary gland tissue. Don't worry, you won't feel anything. It's done under local anaesthetic. And you've not had a thyroid function test, so I might recommend that you have one of those, depending on the earlier test results.
OK, fine. Well, anything that sorts out this problem. I mean,